and welcome to the live stream of the Engadget Podcast recording. I am Deputy Editor Cherlynn Lowe. Joining me today are my fellow co-host, Senior Editor Devindra Hardwar.
Hello.
Dev, how are you doing?
Doing it okay. Recovering from my one-day trip to New York, 2 days, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad that you sound like you might be a little under the weather.
Yep. It's getting better, but I will be chatting like intermittently this episode.
Good to know. Also joining us today, senior writer Sam Rutherford. Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm going to speed through the introductions because we have a big thing we want to talk about really quickly. So also on this Brady Bunch setup, we've got podcast producer Ben Elman. Hey, Ben.
Hey, it's Ben.
All right, so one thing we want to quickly address is we see that you guys are donating or handing your money over to us.
Don't do that.
Pause. Just let's pause on that. Let us figure out the ethics situation here before you do it. Everyone, we appreciate your support so much. It means a lot to us. Keep your money. First of all, we get paid by our parent company. We get paid by our employees. We're very fairly paid. So just put the brakes on that for now.
Tight,
please,
folks.
Let's not get into a moral situation that's uncomfortable for us all.
Well, it's more like, what do you think about, folks? Where are you giving your money to? You're not giving it to us. You're giving it to the company. You're giving it to Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yahoo has money.
Let us figure out what's going on, right? Yeah, exactly what Devindra said. Like, we don't know where this money goes right now. So if we don't know, you don't know where your money is going. So please.
You're just going to encourage all the troll donations now.
This is actually why all game stonks and everything has happened, right? Like, people have gotten crazy. Yeah. Crazy with money.
Okay.
Like, this'll be
YouTube
funny.
money should go to a general snack fund, says Michael Coley. If we can guarantee that, but we cannot guarantee that right now.
Pro tip for everybody, by the way, just want to say, if you like your creators, everybody has a tip jar. Find their tip jar.
I appreciate that. Like, I think that's a great idea. I think it's a good feature. But for now, this was sprung on us randomly. We weren't expecting this. Let us figure it out, and then we'll give you the details. But as always, we really appreciate your support. Okay, Mark, stop. Mark,
I told you it's the troll. It's the troll donations now.
If y'all, I kind of want to be like, whoever donates next, I'm gonna yell at you, but I feel like that will make people donate. So I'm like, no, stop. Okay, all right. Moving on. We got a big episode this week. We're gonna power through it. I think Devindra has to dip around 11:30 a.m. As per usual, we are going to be recording segments of the podcast during which we can't really talk to y'all, but we will take segment breaks during which we can answer your questions live. Sometimes we have products to demo. It's usually a good time. And if while we're talking and we're not answering or addressing the live chat in real time, feel free to leave your questions anyway. Ben is looking, and Ben will be able to bank some questions for us to get back to. And you will see us make mistakes, and we might go back and take them over again. It'll be okay. Everybody is human. Everybody makes mistakes. So if you're new here, welcome. That's the deal. And if you've been here before and you're one of our regulars, you know what's coming up. What's coming up, Ben? Tell me what's coming up.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do a sync, and we're going to do it promptly. So I'm going to count down from 3. We're all going to make a sound. There's going to be a little bit of silence. Chat, if you want to make a sound, if you want to clap in the chat, you can do that as well. So 3, 2, 1. And I'll let you know when the silence is over. Okay, silence over. Let's get to it.
Woo.
All right, so I'm going to lead us in.
And double check everyone's making their recordings.
Yeah, double check the recordings. Phones are silent. All right. Okay. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Engadget Podcast. I'm Deputy Editor Cherlynn Lowe.
I'm Senior Editor Devindra Hardwar.
This week, there has been a ton of news. I feel like more than usual. There were 3 events. We had the Microsoft event, which Devindra covered in New York for us, along with our senior writer, Sam Rutherford, who will be joining us this episode to talk about it. And then we had a Meta, aka Facebook event. And then we have, I mean, I don't know that this matters, but Samsung had a developer conference. Don't care.
Don't matter. It does matter.
Technically still going on.
Yeah, so we'll dive into all of that this episode. But as always, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. Leave us a review on iTunes, and we also typically do a live broadcast of the behind the scenes of this show around every Thursday around 10 a.m. Eastern. You can talk to us live, leave your questions in the chat. We have a cute and happy little community there, so it's usually a good time. Come join us then.
Okay, before we get into the new segment, can we just do
We
like,
could also
I'm
cut out
Cherlynn
where-
Lowe, I'm Dev, I'm
Can we just
Sam.
cut out where Sam chimed in? Do you think that works?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go then.
Yeah, sorry, Sam, because I hadn't officially introduced you in the show at this point.
People
You
understand.
did,
People
but
get
that's
it,
fine.
It's
Yeah, I didn't say like hi to you, but yeah, we'll see how it works, Ben. If it's too jarring, it's too jarring. If it's cuttable, it's cuttable.
It should be cuttable, I think.
Okay, all right, let's see. All right, let's dive right into it. Okay, so we just came off of Microsoft's Surface event last year. Devindra, you covered it. Sam also covered it with you. We've got Sam joining us here to talk about it today. Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I feel so bad for you, Sam. I really, honestly,
It's been a busy week. So yesterday
so
is like the first night I got more than 4 hours of sleep in like
Oh
the
my
last
God.
week.
Man, I know how
Sam.
that is. Yeah.
this has been like hard on all of us, but I feel especially bad for you because Sam, you were also reviewing the Pixels, which we will get to in a later part of this episode, but you barely finished reviewing the Pixels and you had to like go right to the Microsoft event, which by the way, I hear was kind of a mess. Like, tell me about the in-person situation there. Y'all told me something about like they were figuring out audio issues. Devindra, do you want to tell us?
I mean, listen, this was a live stream. Everybody, like there was no like big, let's go to the Microsoft campus, everybody, and have a huge audience. No, Microsoft doesn't do that. They have a little like pre-made video with Panos Panay, like really just showing off all his affection for his gadgets, and we could talk more about that. But in New York, we were in an upstairs office at their New York City store, and just like a tiny little meeting room with a bunch of other journalists and like a TV on the wall.
Ugh.
They forgot to turn on the stream, first of all, so this is just like a little funny gripe. And then they didn't know how to switch the sound to the sound bar, so we had like tinny TV sound for a while too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just like,
I pulled up the live stream on my phone and
Yeah,
put my
yeah.
earbuds in so I could actually hear what they were saying.
Hilarious. I mean, that's not anything a normal viewer or consumer will notice, but just funny seeing how other companies run their events and stuff, like simple stuff Microsoft was getting wrong. Yeah.
I also just want to point out for the listener of the podcast itself that you sound a little stuffy, and I'm very sorry. It sounds like are you exhausted from everything you've
I
been
mean,
doing?
listen, I flew into New York Tuesday morning. I was working the way through. We spent all of Tuesday basically prepping for the Microsoft event because, as usual, we do get some of this news early, so we were able to like prepare our posts, and I'm always grateful for that. But then we have to actually, get stuff ready for the event, go to the event. With Sam and I live blogged, you live streamed, Cherlynn. Then we had to immediately go to hands-on. So
Yeah.
basically, it was like nonstop work, and I was also just coming off of the big NVIDIA RTX 4090 review, which we'll talk about later. So yeah, all of us are just like, I've just been typing all
Oh
for
my
the
God.
past couple of weeks, basically. Yeah.
It's Techtober. Don't you feel alive?
Oh man.
The opposite. I feel good. I'm buried under the mounds and mounds of work. But speaking of mounds and mounds of new shit, yes, I said that. Sam, why don't you run us through like what we saw, right? Speaking of all the hands-ons and things, what did Microsoft unveil?
Right. So they had a bunch of new Surface products, as you can imagine. There's the new Surface Pro 9, there's the new Surface Studio 2 Plus, and the Surface Laptop 5, which are, I think, the big kind of devices. You also wrote a story about the accessibility, the modular mouse.
Yeah, I did work. I
Yeah.
worked.
And there was also some announcements about Apple Music finally arriving on the Xbox, which is nice if you're one of those people who uses devices from multiple ecosystems. And there's also a little bit of news about Microsoft incorporating some AI using Dolly 2 to like make it easier to design things and create images and illustrations. And there's even a little news about a new presenter remote for people who really need to give meetings and want an easier way to scroll through PowerPoint slides.
Yeah, Microsoft doesn't really roll out new apps, like whole new things all the time, but Microsoft Designer is going to be that new thing with AI. It's interesting, but I also feel like it's very like can I call myself a designer? You know, like Microsoft Paint is not called Microsoft Artist.
Right.
It's just you dabbling with the mouse. Whereas this is like, I'm going to type in some Dolly 2 prompts and I'm going to get a cool image. I'm going to make a poster or something. It
takes
weird.
on Canva, doesn't it? Like for people who want to,
yeah, basically.
But why is Dolly in it, right? Like, what is this not for me to make my own posters? It's
that's exactly it. I think because just from the demo we saw, right? Normally you'd go off to like a clip art site or some place where you could like buy images, plug it in, make some cool stuff for your band or a poster or social media images. Now it's just like the power of AI and Dolly 2. I type a couple of words and I get a not perfect, but I get an AI created image that will perfectly fit what I need. So it is kind of magical, but also I feel all those independent artists, all the Etsy people who create these things and templates and designs people tend to use. This is exactly what we were worried about. And Microsoft is just full on saying, hey, it's a new Office app. Come get your AI art. You know?
First of all, is it free?
I believe it's part of Microsoft 365, so you have to be a subscriber. Personally, I think that is, not to be too big of a shill here, but I think that's a pretty good deal, even though you're paying monthly or annually for Microsoft Office. Now it's all called Microsoft 365. If you get the family plan, you can bring in, like, just share it with your friends, split the bill. Like, it's super cheap. I do remember it used to cost like $200 to buy Microsoft Office, right?
Yeah.
Now you can split that up over several years and you keep getting new software. So I think that's worth it.
The other question I had, other than was it free, is like why would I want to make my own art? Like, I don't know.
You're asking this?
I know. I make my own. I would like to do my own
instantly start using this, Cherlynn, for social media crap.
Microsoft showed us like, oh, like you can like tell Dolly to like, oh, I want a picture of an astronaut, but like, oh, I want a picture of an astronaut that's a cat or a dog. And it's like, it's actually like, I haven't spent a lot of time with Dolly, and it's like, now I kind of want to play with it more, just like see what kind of like weird like animations or drawings it can make.
This sounds like one of those few software reviews we might actually do. So at Engadget, we don't review a lot of software, just a lot of work, and we have too much work already. This is something I would be down to review. But anyway, this is software. But this was the Surface event. We saw a lot of hardware, starting with the Surface Pro 9. Sam, just now you were telling us that that's something they unveiled. Can you tell us what's like new, different, outstanding about the Pro 9?
Yeah. So Dev did the hands-on with that, so I'll probably toss it to him. But I mean, it's kind of the same, overall design as the last one. There is a new like Liberty Edition, special edition version of it, which I think actually looks pretty good. But it's if you know the Surface Pro, you kind of know what it is. The big change is that they've kind of sunsetted the Surface Pro X and combined it into the Surface Pro 9 line. So now you have a choice of Intel processors and Microsoft's SQ3 processor, which is based on ARM. And they teased some more, AI enhanced effects, especially for noise cancellation and the web camera. So Dev, if you want to kind of explain those.
Yeah. So first of all, I have to say, as I was writing this up, I had to like double check the specs a couple of times, because it is very weird to see Microsoft say, "Hey, Surface Pro 9." Actually, it's two very different computers, right? It is one with the Intel 12th gen chip, one with the SQ3, two with very, very different like software compatibility.
Yeah.
Like the Intel chip will run everything you're used to on Windows.
Yep.
The SQ3 will have to run, it can run native apps. It can run some Intel apps over emulation. But, Cherlynn, you've reviewed the Surface Pro X. It's kind of the same deal where you're going to be running into issues of running older software, maybe some of your drivers on an ARM machine.
Yeah.
And I had a couple chats with people at Microsoft saying like, what are you guys doing here? This doesn't make any sense. And I can imagine somebody going to Best Buy. To be clear, the ARM one has 5G. And that is like the big reason for doing this. This is the first Surface with 5G. So it's called the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. But I can imagine somebody going to Best Buy and wanting a Surface and seeing this one, saying, oh, it has more battery life. It has 5G. That's cool.
Right.
And then getting home and it doesn't work with their printer or some of their gadgets or some of their older software. And the Microsoft reps were just like, I don't know. They just kind of shrugged their hands. They're like, and this is me as like former IT guy being, I am projecting out the issues that I can see from this hardware, and they're like, I don't know. I guess people will just have to deal with it. I'm like, guys, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that chance that like someone goes into the store and they buy the Surface Pro 9 and it's got the wrong processor and they don't really know it until they get home and be like, oh, why aren't my apps working? And so that's a little concerning too.
Because the regular, like, I don't want to ding on people who are shopping for Surfaces, but let's say a more like an average consumer that walks into Best Buy and it's like, oh, I want a tablet that I can also work on. And then if they don't actually like, if the salesperson isn't giving them the correct spiel, like they're not explaining the differences between Intel and ARM well enough, whereas they like, can you imagine going to the store and being told these two machines are the same except this one has 5G?
Totally.
Like,
and
Best Buy people will not know that info. So
yeah, and the one with the SQ3 processor gets a little bit of battery life. So it's like someone's like, oh, I really want something that has good longevity.
Right.
And they don't ask about like the other stuff. It's like they might end up getting the thing that, oh, I want the better battery life, but then they can't run the stuff in the way they think they can.
I want to point out, quickly, that Michael Coley in the chat is like, as a former Best Buy PC salesman, this seems like a nightmare. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I also used to sell hardware, so I understand like how hard that would be to like convey.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, Sam, the ARM one also has some like AI driven features. It can blur out the back of your images in the webcam. It can minimize sound, like a noise and stuff. The Intel one cannot do that because it doesn't have a neural processor.
Oh, but
And again, the Microsoft people are like, well, you know, when Intel does add neural processors to their core line, it can support those features. I'm like, dude, it doesn't right now, so it's a problem. And they're like, I don't know. That's an Intel problem.
This is wild. I can't believe it. So okay, so the Surface Pro 9, it's a very, very strange product, and I wouldn't even call it a product. I would call it a series, basically, right? But let's say we're comparing just the Intel versions to the last generation. What benefits, what improvements are we seeing? Sam, do you want to tell us? I know I mostly just want to make sure Dev doesn't like choke on his phlegm.
Yeah. I mean, the design is almost exactly the same. It's like, it's basically those features that Dev just mentioned, and like, you know, obviously a new processor, so you get a little bit more performance, but that's kind of about it.
I mean,
So
it's 12th gen, so a lot more performance. I will
Yes,
say that.
yeah, fair point. Yep.
The hybrid chips are fantastic, amazing. Throw away your 11th gen computers if you can, because those things were a mess. Like those chips ran too hot and weren't super fast. So 12th gen is a big upgrade, and they
Okay.
said the webcam's a little better. That's kind of
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. And then tell me about the SQ3 chip itself, because I remember the last chip we saw that was ARM based was SQ2. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what
They
performance.
barely, I
benefits.
mean, I think you had written that up, but they had barely been like, oh, by the way, here's a new Surface Pro X with SQ2.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they did that. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about this
Exactly.
product. This product is a mess. Nobody wants it. I can understand why they chose to kill that product line. I think this will be a huge mess for Microsoft. And the fact that we can all see this coming, you know,
And
and
they
they're
can't.
like, I'm sure they can. I think they just assume it's like an acceptable cost, right? Like it's the cost of war, where there will be some casualties, and those casualties are your consumers.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Microsoft, they haven't been really beating the like Windows on ARM drum recently. And so I think this is like sort of like a more low key way of like getting people to like push adoption for Windows on ARM without necessarily saying this is what they want to do.
Right, because that name is tainted, right? Because nobody loves it. Like since Metro, right, where like it was such a mess, people just don't have any faith on the idea of Windows on ARM anymore, and they haven't decided that the way to fix this is to actually make it work. They've decided that the way to fix this is to avoid it altogether.
Well, and like we look at what Apple did with the M1 and M2 chips, right? Like they focused on compatibility. They made sure like things transition pretty well. Microsoft can't do that as easily because they don't have full control of the ecosystem in the way Apple does. But also, like, what was I going to say? I did secretly run some benchmarks on,
Yeah.
on the ARM thing. So, like, as I was talking with the Microsoft rep, I was like, okay, Geekbench, install, and I just like
You sneaky little bee.
I kept their attention as Geekbench was running.
Yeah.
Geekbench is running in Intel mode, so it's emulated, But the score was still pretty low because that is the score you would expect to see from an Intel app being emulated on the SQ3. And both single core and multi-core scores were well below any laptop we reviewed this year. I think I had to go back like several years to kind of find comparable Intel chips. So when Microsoft was telling me, hey, yeah, these chips are basically comparable in performance, that's not true. There's a lot of lies going on around this thing. Yeah, it's also more expensive. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Wait, which one's more expensive? The Intel?
SQ3, the ARM.
So that's dumb, in my opinion. But okay, with the SQ3 though, you are getting that cellular connectivity that the Intel model doesn't have,
Yes.
and that's a question that's come up in the chat as we're talking about this. Is why doesn't the Intel model offer cellular? Is it because they they just had to add a radio, right? Like they could. Is it a space issue?
That's what it always is. But you look at the surface and the size of it, like there's
So
there's no space on the motherboard. So with an ARM chip, you cover the Cherlynn, but ARM can bundle in the cellular modem inside the chip.
Exactly.
Intel doesn't quite do this. They sold off their modem like division and everything. They need to start doing this at some point.
Well, because they couldn't compare or compete with Qualcomm on 5G, and so there was a point where they were actually teaming up with, I think, MediaTek to do 5G.
They were selling, I believe, modems to Intel or to Apple at one point.
Yes, but then that crashed and burned. Sam, you also are familiar with this side of the market or the industry. Do you have any insight here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, in theory, like Windows on ARM should be good, but kind of to what Dev was saying, it's like Apple was very, very clear about the transition from Intel chips to ARM chips, and they're like, this is what we're doing. This is our custom built chip. It's designed to run all the stuff. And for all the stuff that it doesn't run, we have a translation layer.
Right.
And there's
really
we're going to be
translation layer.
Yeah.
Right. And we're going to be doing this transition over the period of 2 years. And they said it and then they did it. And it's like that engenders a lot of trust and reliability when people are not everyone is super tech savvy. So they don't understand necessarily what a change in architecture means for the way the computer handles just the apps that they want to do.
Yeah.
And so it's just it really feels like Microsoft really needs to kind of nail down that whole transition process because it's been way longer than 2 years now. It's and even not even going back to the original Surface RT stuff, but
it's 2016 when Cherlynn and I were going to Computex and writing about Windows on ARM. They've been talking about it.
Even before that, they were talking about it, right? Yeah.
But All Day Snapdragon, wasn't there a special name for it or something?
It was Windows on Snapdragon.
Yep.
Windows on Snapdragon. Yeah.
Or Snapdragon PCs. So, but what we're learning from what Sam just said too, right? There's a lot to be said for consistency and reliability. Even if the design may be stayed or the features might be old or whatever, but if it's consistent and reliable, like a lot of Apple machines are, then at least users know what they're expecting, what they're getting, and they're not being gaslit half the time. But speaking of consistency, the other product that Microsoft announced seems also a little bit incremental. The Surface Laptop 5.
Yep.
Sam, is it true? Is it very incremental?
This is it really feels like a bare minimum refresh. Microsoft really is coasting with the laptop 5. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the design of it. It's still super minimalist, the brushed aluminum, and then they still kept that Alcantara top for the platinum version, and you still get 13.5 inch and 15-inch models. But I really feel like Microsoft can do better, and I think that's what disappoints me the most. So there's really 3 main upgrades for the Surface Laptop 5. There's a new 12th gen range of 12th gen Intel chips, which great performance. I'll always take it. There's one Thunderbolt 4 port, and there's only 2 USB ports on the entire machine, even on the 15-inch one, which is really annoying to me. And then the third is that there's a new sage green color option, which is lovely.
Looks
but
good.
Yeah,
I will say that Sage Green for the Pro 9 and the laptop look incredible. So.
But once again, we saw this on the Surface Laptop Go 2, so it's not a brand new color for Microsoft. And then there's one other smaller detail in that there's now support for Dolby Vision IQ, which looks at ambient light conditions and will adjust your displays color settings and brightness, which is nice. But this is not exactly an unseen feature. Apple's been doing this for years. Phones have been doing this for years. So it's and I actually had a chance to talk to some of the Microsoft product managers and designers, and I was just I've been using the Surface Laptop Studio for a while, and it's I really want something, especially for the 15-inch version, that's like, can I get a discrete GPU? Can I get an SD card slot? And it's like, on that 15-inch, like, it doesn't really compete with like something like an XPS 15, and I really wish it would. And I know they might probably have to make it a tiny bit thicker, but I think could be a really valuable trade-off. And so you have like, the Surface Laptop 5 13-inch model. That's your like really super thin, ultra portable, like very simple, fantastic. But then you just want something beefier that, can do, has a discrete GPU for video editing, photo editing, maybe playing a little game playing. And it's like, there's some sort of weird part of me that like, I've been like kind of hoping that Microsoft would come out like an Xbox gaming laptop for a long time. I don't know if they're ever going to do that, but if they gave the 15-inch Surface Laptop 5 like a discrete GPU, you would maybe kind of have that. And so, like I said, the Surface Laptop 4 was a great machine, and I'm sure the Surface Laptop 5 will be good too. It's just, I think Microsoft can do more. And then the other kind of small disappointing thing is that it's only Intel configs this year. There's no more support for AMD chips like you had on the Surface Laptop 4.
They were so good last year. I call the Surface Laptop 4 a norm core PC, and it's still just basic. Hey, you go into the store, you buy a PC, and you walk out with this thing. I feel like the Surface Studio, the Laptop Studio, should have been that more powerful machine. But then go check out my review of that. Like, I was really baffled by the quad core chip they picked for that machine too. So like, it's always like half measures with Microsoft. Like, there's always something more we didn't get. And I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling of just like always being kind of like left unsatisfied by what.
Right. And if you look at Apple, after like years of people complaining about like not enough ports, the keyboard not being great. I mean, granted, the Surface Laptop keyboard's pretty good. But and like no SD card slot. And then recently, Apple added all of that stuff to the MacBook line. And it's like, okay, or the MacBook Pro line specifically. And it's like, man, you see what's going on like elsewhere in the industry, and I think that's when it gets really frustrating.
I think maybe it will take Microsoft a couple more years to like listen to people, because to be fair, it takes Apple a bit to listen to people too.
That's true.
They don't care. I think they just don't care.
Microsoft doesn't seem to care as much, for sure.
They're so big and powerful, and Surface is such a small part of their business. It's like they can be weird. They can have Panos being like very overly fond of all these computers. Like whenever he walks up to one of his computers, and he's just like he's like a proud father, but maybe a little too proud. Like they still hold hands while they walk down the street, but that's a teenager now, man. Like relax a little bit.
They still kiss on the mouth or something.
Yeah, you really want to kiss at the new Surface Studio or something. And I feel like it is. I think he genuinely does love these products, but to the point where he does not fully see the flaws in the design.
Yeah. And I don't think it's just him. I think it's so. The other question I wanted to ask about the Laptop 5 is, Sam, you mentioned there's only 2 USB ports, but is there also still that Surface connector that there is specific?
Yes, the Surface Connect port still exists, and you do get a 5-watt charging port on the power brick, which, as you know, like I think is like a really neat thing to like add a little bit of utility to a power brick that usually is just like a complete afterthought. But like especially in a 15-inch laptop, you should get more. And I also forgot to mention the webcam. There's an IR camera for Windows Hello, which is fine. But the webcam is still 720p, which is like, these are premium laptops. That's not okay in 2022.
They put 1080p on the Pro 9 and everying else.
I know. It's like we see what's going on even in other branches inside the Surface line, and it's like 720p is not okay. People people are video calling, people working remotely. They need a 1080p web camera, and especially on systems that start at $1,000 or $1,200 for the 15-inch.
That's a shame too, because we looked at the Pro 9's camera, and honestly, it looks incredible. Like, it's 1080p, but it also looks like it's a mirrorless camera basically pointing at you, like better than anything I've seen on a MacBook. So yeah, it's weird how they have the good components and don't put them everywhere. We should talk about the other.
We will get. I was just gonna get to the Studio 2 Plus, but the Laptop 5 also doesn't support the background blur feature we were talking about before with the Pro 9, because it needs an NPU, and the Intel chips don't have NPUs. Okay, so moving on to the Studio 2 Plus, was this at least a bit less disappointing, Devindra?
No.
Oh God.
No. So again, I feel bad for these Microsoft because it's the people who design these computers and come and show them to us. And I just had like a list of complaints, basically, my list of grievances, because we last reviewed the Surface Studio 2 in 2017, I believe. It was like pretty much straight up 4 years ago, like 2017, 2018. So it's been a while. We have been waiting for a refresh of this computer because I love this design. The Studio, the whole point is that you can like tilt the screen, push it down, turn to like an easel formation. They made this one faster. It has newer Intel chips, but not the newest ones. It has 11th gen chips, which again, 12th gen is where we're at. 12th gen is what you want. If you're buying a computer today, at the very least get Intel 12th gen or what is it, Ryzen 6th gen, 6000 series. Yeah, the 12th gen chips were such a huge improvement. It is shocking to see like Microsoft stick with the older hardware here because it runs hotter, it's not as efficient, it's just not as powerful. On the plus side, it does have an RTX 3060 GPU instead of like the 1060 and 1070 the older one did. So decent graphic, like decent 3D performance. You could actually play games on this. I'm more like this computer. This computer starts at $4,300. If you want a keyboard and mouse, it's $4,500. Give me this year's chip. What are you doing?
Yeah, for on a system that's that much money, it's like it's outdated the moment it goes on sale, and that's insane to me.
I feel like every time I do this, it's the Ralph Wiggum meme of just like breaking the designer's hearts. Like I could feel when my comment just like really gets them. But I also feel like this, the particular person I talked with kind of agreed with me. Yeah. It sounds like maybe it's their design process where they have to design so early, where if you were designing this computer last year, then you didn't have the 12th gen chips. You couldn't really prep for it. And maybe Microsoft has too large of a turnaround for some of these products to really make faster chips work. But you're Microsoft. Like this is a problem you've had for years. Deal with it. Fix that.
And it's not like they don't work with Intel. Like, they share information because some of the features like, hardware and software rely on each other. And like, they have some of this information. They have some of the roadmaps. They should have a better idea of what's coming in order to be able to select the proper components for the thing. And like, to me, it's so frustrating because I still love the design of the Surface Studio. I've been saying for years, I really wish Microsoft would just release that monitor as a standalone display. I would have one in my house instantly because people don't realize it's like not easy to get a really nice quality touchscreen that's that big, and the way that it tilts up and down, it would be like super useful.
It's beautiful.
And so it's like it just feels like wasted potential, and that is it just makes me sad.
It's very sad. One thing I did ask is like, okay, can you just like halve the price? Can you give me this tilting screen? Can you give me a computer that is basically this, maybe not as fast, but more like an iMac and not like always the iMac Pro, And it did. There were some like knowing glances between people at Microsoft there, like, okay, that sounds interesting. It does sound. The last time that happened was right before they showed off the first Surface laptop. So I do feel like they are planning new ideas and new things, but I don't know who this computer's for. It's for very rich people or people who are like, you're an executive at a company and you have like an unlimited device budget and you're like, get me that beautiful Microsoft desktop. That's who this is for, but not for normal people.
Sure.
Because it's definitely beautiful. And the thing is, if they made that box underneath the Surface Studio just a little bit bigger, I feel like they'd have a lot more room for like creative design or adding beefier components. And it's like, it doesn't need to be that thin.
Give me expandable components. If I can plug an SSD into an Xbox, why can't I do that in a computer? Why can't I just plug in more SSDs? It was one good thing. This does have Thunderbolt 4, so you can plug in faster external storage. You can plug in external GPUs. We've talked about why those things are kind of a bad idea, but it is an option with the Studio 2 Plus.
To contextualize a little bit, Devindra, how much was the original Surface Studio? Like, I feel like it's jumped in price.
It was also over $4,000. Like,
it was also
expensive.
so
it's always been super expensive.
Been expensive. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, to be fair, I think other companies also make similar AIOs. Like, I think we saw the Lenovo one.
I think the only thing is the iPad Pro. And then...
iMac Pro? Yeah.
The iMac Pro. And then I think Microsoft was like, we're going to destroy the iPad Pro.
iMac
Pro? iMac Pro. And then Apple was just like, it turns out nobody wants it. It turns out the iMac Pro was a complete failure, and we're just going to walk away from it. And nobody's giving Apple any shit over the iMac Pro at this point. Like it's a thing that happened. We'll forget about it and they'll move on. Microsoft has meanwhile mounted this full-on assault against the iMac Pro, and nobody cares. Yeah.
No, doesn't seem like it. Really quick before we wrap up the Studio 2 Plus, what other like new stuff about it is there? I heard Kenta Kawaguchi in the chat says that there's Thunderbolt now.
Yep.
2 Plus, that's nice. Is there anything else that
I mean,
is
I
good?
mentioned that gives you the faster storage or external graphics.
Right. 11th gen chips, it seems to be the
11th gen
main thing that we're
chips.
pissed about.
RTX 3060 is nice.
All right.
If you are a creator who wants like a powerful machine, you have to be a very specific person. You have to be like a 3D artist or somebody who needs to use that tilting touchscreen. Otherwise, get a desktop. Get literally anything else if you just need power. Yeah.
Well, so that's the main hardware I think we saw. We also saw some like accessories like the audio dock, the Presenter Plus controller, some updates on the adaptive kits. Did you guys see these devices there, or is there anything you wanted to bring
I saw
up?
the dock. It wasn't in use. It's pretty. It's a good idea to put like a dock plus make it a speaker.
Yeah.
It's a better looking dock for like conference rooms, but this is not something that like you're gonna want to have at home.
Yeah. Okay. So those two accessories sounded like they were made for conference rooms, people who are doing presentations a lot, maybe. But the software side of things, we talked just now about the designer app. We talked about a little bit about the Apple app integration. Is there like iCloud photo libraries, for example? Did any of this stand out to y'all? Like, is this surprising? Is it a long time coming?
I mean, I think it's a long time coming. Like the whole idea of like having walled gardens between ecosystems is just like extremely frustrating. So it's nice to see that like, oh, hey, we're going to do cross-platform support, which we should have probably always had. But
Always, yeah.
I mean, so it's one of those better late than never things. But so it's hard to get too excited about it. I'm glad it's there, but it should have been here a long time ago.
Should have been here. I think about how bad iTunes still is in Windows. You know, iTunes does not exist on Macs or anywhere else at this point. In
Does
Windows,
it still exist in Windows? I don't even use it
It's
anymore.
horrific. It's
good
just
Lord.
you could still buy stuff, you could still play stuff, but it's like unresponsive. It's very slow. It crashes all the time. It's a disaster. But Apple doesn't care because it's Windows. So yeah.
Someone put iTunes out of its misery. But that seems like a good like kind of roundup for now about the Surface event. It's been a lot of news, but they also kept
we'll
it
be hearing
super
more
tight.
soon because they're going to be throwing these
Ignite?
devices at us to review.
Oh.
So, yeah, we'll get them
Yeah, I believe the official on sale date is October 25th, so not too long from now.
So yeah, stay tuned for our testing, our impressions. But meantime, speaking of reviews, we got other reviews. Sam and I have been reviewing Pixel stuff, and our reviews went up yesterday, Wednesday, just after the Microsoft event. Sam, you handled the reviews for the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro, and I wrote up the Pixel Watch. So I guess the question everyone's been asking me, and for the record, I also have been using the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Well, mostly the 7 Pro. Question everyone's been asking me is, am I, ready to main the Pixel 7 Pro? And I gotta tell y'all, like that camera seems awesome. I read your review, Sam, and it was like, you seem to really like the cameras, but I haven't been playing with the cameras that much. It's like annoying. I'm just like, I wish I was more enamored with this phone. But Sam, you're the one who reviewed it. Tell me more about like what you feel about the Pixel 7 series.
Yeah, and so basically, this is like the second like generation of Google's like Tensor chip equipped phones. And so we're not getting a huge change in features, especially for the standard Pixel 7. But we're getting a slight design refresh. I do think the phones look better than normal. I know, Cherlynn, you're still kind of on the fence about that one.
Yeah.
But we do get a new design refresh. Some new software features that are pretty nice. You stuff like Direct My Call, where you can you call like a big business and it'll throw up a text menu like right as soon as you connect, instead of having to wait for the phone to listen to the audio, the automated voice messages. And general better photo processing. Night sight just is way faster. Because of the Tensor G2 chip, it can be almost twice as fast just for the processing time. So on previous Pixels, depending on how dark it was, it would take up to 6 seconds for a night sight photo. Now we're down to like 3 or 4, unless you're doing like astrophotography mode. And then for the Pixel 7 Pro, we're getting new cameras, and so we're getting a longer 5x optical zoom, which is actually really great. Because aside from the 10x optical zoom on the S22 Ultra, this is like the best zoom on a phone.
Yeah.
And I think that's really like a good comparison point, is that like the Pixel 7 Pro starts at $899. That's S22 plus money. And so you are getting a lot more just photography prowess for the same money, because otherwise you'd have to upgrade to the S22 Ultra, which starts at like $1,100. And it's kind of the same thing if you compare to Apple. It's the iPhone 14 Plus is the same price as the Pixel 7 Pro, instead of like the Pro Max, which is again starts at $1,100.
Or even just the Pro, which is like $999, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you mentioned the night sight being faster, so I did try to test this because I was at situations where I had like diverse groups of people hanging out in groups, and so I wanted to test this real tone thing that they talked about too. But we were taking a group photo. We asked like a server to help us take the photo, and I was like, and it had night sight on, and she was like, "Oh no, this thing is taking forever. Why is it in night mode?" Like she was still having trouble taking the photo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't buy that as like a real complaint, because Apple has their auto night mode too, and so if you take like a photo in low light, and it will, like, you'll see like a little like icon pop up, but like you'll still hold it and it takes like 2 to 3 seconds. So it's like that's not necessarily like a complaint, because it's happening on across all the phones. Samsung does it too, where they have an auto night mode and it takes 2 to 3 seconds if it's dark out.
Okay, so it wasn't like, I mean, I was in the picture waiting for the shot for the shot to process, and it felt like it took longer. But I will also admit that like that was one of the first. That was like literally the day we picked up the review unit. So it might have been that I hadn't run a software update yet. I will also say that like, caveat being that it was the day I picked up the review unit, but the pictures that came out from that didn't seem like super improved in terms of real tone.
Yeah, it's real tone, like the improvements they say, they add 10,000 new images to the machine learning processing, and it should be more flattering to people with darker skins, which is great, but the effects I found are super subtle. So I didn't it's nice that like they're continuing on to improve it, but it's not the jump that we got last year from no real tone to having real tone. And I think that's kind of the story for the Pixel 7s as a whole, because there was a lot of changes that went into the Pixel 6 because of that jump to Tensor. And in this has also been like the whole like theme for this year is like the Pixel 7 Pro is a refinement of the Pixel 6, which was already a great phone, and they didn't mess with the pricing, they didn't mess with the design, they made it better. The screens are still great, battery life is better, and so it's like all around a slightly better phone. You could kind of think of it as like an S year for the iPhone people. And so it's just a really good phone, and it's a better value than pretty much all the other flagships, especially with the Pixel 7 standard starting at $599 compared to like $800 for a basic iPhone.
I also, I mean, I've watched your video, read your review, so I kind of know also that you were talking a little bit about like battery life, but for the people in the audience, what's the battery life like?
It's about just shy of 18 hours on our testing for the Pixel 7. And the Pixel 7 Pro actually gets slightly worse battery life just because it has a bigger screen, higher res screen, and a higher refresh rate. It's 90 hertz on the Pixel 7, 120 hertz on the Pixel 7 Pro. So it's closer to about 16 and a half hours on our testing. But, I didn't really have an issue with like having battery anxiety throughout the day. I was still finishing the day with like 25% left or more regularly.
Well, and you mentioned also it runs hot, which something I noticed with the Pixel 6 Pro all
it's
the
like
time.
I mean, this is one of those relative things. I noticed that like it doesn't have the same performance as you get from an Apple A series chip or even a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. And so like if you're really pushing it, really playing games under load, it does get a little warmer. It's like nothing more than like making your palms sweat a little bit. So it's like a thirstier chip, I guess. But like, it's not nothing dangerous. You're never gonna burn yourself just by touching the back of the phone.
To be fair, I've never encountered that like dangerous levels of heat on a Pixel 6 Pro either. I do notice that they seem to run hotter than other phones. So maybe like a Tensor thermal dissipation issue, or like just the way it consumes power or generates heat. Devindra, What do you think about the Pixel 7? Because you always have these hot takes.
Yeah,
you tell
me. We talked about it. Sam and I talked about it a bit. They're incredible. Like they look really good. One good thing from Google this year, at least they look good. I haven't fully used them. We were excited by a lot of the Pixel watches, but like I said, like this is, if I had imagined HTC still existing and evolving over the years, like it would probably look like these phones. Yeah.
All right. I mean, pivoting from the good Pixel to the bad Pixel.
Are you going that far?
Go.
I'm not. I don't know if I'm going that far.
I'm not going to make too much fun of you, but
You can go ahead. You already tweeted out the way.
Yeah.
You already made fun of me.
But just reading a review, like knowing how much you wanted to love the Pixel Watch, and I was just cackling. I was like, oh.
The small voice saying, deep inside, saying, "I told you so."
Don't trust Google. Don't trust
I'm
Google.
so annoyed. Here's what happened. If y'all haven't read our Pixel Watch and our Pixel 7 and 7 Pro reviews yet, go on, because there's a lot of detail in there that I might not be able to get into during this segment. But yeah, so high hopes, right, for the Pixel 7, Pixel Watch, because it's been so long since we've first heard rumors back in 2013 or earlier. So it's close to 10 years now. We've been hearing about a Google-made smartwatch. A lot of people ask me to compare this to a Moto 360, and I can tell you that's impossible. Moto 360s just don't run anymore. Sorry, can't turn them on. They're just not going to work. But it is
the
basically
dream of Moto 360, though. I feel like
exactly
this is the dream of the Moto 360. Like when we saw that, it was like, oh, round smartwatch.
Yeah, we were
Android.
So hyped, right?
So hot, yes.
The title of my review and the review video for this is is Google and Fitbit's imperfect marriage. And I think that is really what drives a lot of my disappointment with the watch. So let's start with the good, right? The good is that the hardware is great, right? It looks good. It fits nicely. I even wore it.
Possibly the best looking smartwatch on the market.
Absolutely, one of the prettiest, if not the prettiest smartwatch. I only have caveats because Fossil does make some really nice looking watches, even though they're not as functional. And there's some like Withings watches out there that are like hybrid that also look very nice. But as far as Wear OS watches go, up there. But then we dig into the software, and this at its core runs Wear OS 3.5. So it's the Wear OS 3 that Google kind of co-engineered with Samsung. So like ties in, half like Wear OS. And then it has its own watch faces with complications. So kind of borrowing ideas from Apple. And then you have fitness and health tracking courtesy of Fitbit. And I have to say courtesy of Fitbit because you can't escape the branding. It's not like after Google bought Fitbit and they merged, they were like, we're one family now. We're just going to say this is, the baked in auto detection workout features. No, they have auto detection, but it's all under the Fitbit umbrella. You'll see very familiar Fitbit animations when you get like stand reminders. I mean, it's nice that you get stand reminders now because Wear OS just straight up didn't before this. Samsung and Apple already did. But my biggest problem with this, and I got real angry in our review video. If y'all haven't watched it, I think that's the angriest I've been in a review video ever. But I was yelling for half of the video where I go like, why? So with Fitbit devices, I was already mad at this, but with Fitbit devices, they track your sleep, they track your whatever, they track all your data and you can go back and look at your data over time. But if you want to look at anything beyond a week or a month or whatever, you have to subscribe to Fitbit Premium. That's $10 a month. That is some bullshit. Okay, never mind. Never mind the fact that it is some bull on like Fitbit devices. I'm like, I get it. There's the Pixel Watch.
Yeah. What are you getting? Like, what are you paying for with Premium?
Well, first of all, the device comes with 6 months of free Fitbit Premium. So when you're using it out of the box for the first 6 months, you get used to having this, like all your data at your fingertips. Everything is a nice experience. And 6 months later, they yank the cord. You're not going to get all of this. So what you're going to lose is, let's start with the stuff that doesn't really matter. Like, okay, free 200 over plus free workouts, guided workouts on your watch, free nutritional data, that sort of stuff. They give you like more detailed insights and reports on how to better recover.
Yeah, it's workout readiness is one of the advanced features.
Exactly. So readiness, your readiness score, which is based on how long you slept, how well you slept, how stressed you are, and then they minus off like how much you've worked out, whatever. They tell you how ready you are to take on the next day full of workouts or whatever. Sure. And then there's, Deepak Chopra meditations. Those are under premium. You know what? Keep that under premium. I don't care. Keep it under premium. You know what they're taking away? They're taking away your sleep insights that are about what zone of sleep you're in. So your REM zone, your deep sleep zone. Just freaking... I'm sorry. I got so mad during the recording of the video. I screamed. This is the part I screamed, which is that I get it if Fitbit wants to like keep this part of the sleep tracking under a paywall if no one else in the market is doing it. No one else in the market has been using your heart rate to detect which sleep zone you're in. But Apple introduced this with watchOS 9 this year, and now it will do this for free.
Same thing for Samsung. Samsung watches have it
Samsung's
too.
been doing it for years.
So
For years.
dumb.
For free for
this
years.
This is the Stadia problem. This is like Google getting into a mindset of a thing like, a subscription thing where also, people may have to buy these games too. Like, none of this makes sense, but we're Google. We'll make it work.
Why?
I feel like for this, if you buy the Pixel Watch, just get these, like, you get it for life. Get the premium features for life. That should be the deal. You can afford it.
And Cherlynn, you didn't get into the other bad part is sometimes you can't track your sleeping because the watch, the battery life is so bad, it just dies in the middle of the night.
I was getting there because I think, more pissed about this than the bad battery life, which I'm like, that can be.
The bad battery life is much, because I've been testing this too, it's much bigger issue for me, I think.
That's right.
Yes, it definitely is also a big feature. And these are the two things that killed the Pixel Watch, right? These are the two big cons in our review. We started off listing the biggest con is the battery life, yes, but I am more incensed, I think, by the Fitbit Premium thing because to me, that is such an easy thing to fix. To me, you can straight up fix that right now. Fitbit and Google, I know you're listening to me. You can fix this right now.
Cherlynn's begging. She's angry. She's angry begging.
They know because I've already communicated this to them, and I got a statement from them, which more or less, the general gist of the statement is that they're continually assessing what goes into Fitbit Premium and what doesn't. So listen, y'all know I love you. I say this with the best intentions.
For whatever reason, yeah.
For whatever reason, because I like them. Y'all can take the sleep tracking, the sleep zones thing, immediately remove it from Fitbit Premium and put it right into basic. Start with that. And then do the long-term reports thing, take that out of premium because this is my data. This is my workout history. If I can go into Apple Fitness and scroll the summary, like the see my movement rings for all eternity, and if I can't do it on a Pixel Watch, then I'm sorry, but I'll always stick with Apple. I will stick with whoever gives me my data.
It's a point where you're not having a competitive feature set against the watches that you're trying to beat out. And that is just like, well, okay, you're just missing stuff. And this is stuff that, like, as you said, you could fix.
I bet, and I can see some Google managers being like, well, that's not how Fitbit Premium works, guys. We can only offer certain things. You make the rules. You control all of this. You can choose to open it up. Yeah.
It's like they realize that if they don't force some of these more important features into premium, that nobody's going to pay for premium, right? Because who's going to pay the $9.99 a month, $10 a month for the Deepak Chopra medication?
There's an accountant somewhere who thinks this is a really good idea, and they're like, and everyone else is like, I know there's other people who in the company who don't want to do this, but like the bean pushers or the bean counters being like, well, we can scrape a little bit of extra money out of people, and it's like, not only is that just like really mean to the customers, you're not engendering any goodwill towards future products.
Ultimately, it's maybe accountants. I would say more like the middle managers that a lot of these big tech companies are filled with, where like, I'm sure they have people under them yelling at them the same things you are, Cherlynn. And I think they're like, I got to push this product out the door.
It's the people who work at Fitbit that have the premium thing for free.
Yep.
that don't realize how annoying it is to have to pay Netflix money to get your own data, because they can see it. They're like, oh, premium is great, but they don't actually have to pay for it because they work at the company. So they're like, oh, I got all these features. Yo, premium is great. I love that meditation. I'm sorry, I keep harping on the Deepak Chopra meditation, but it is the one.
To meditate, bro.
Maybe.
I think he's.
This made me really pissed off. But what made me disappointed was the battery life. To Sam's point,
you had one job. Last through the night.
Well, so here's the line that I said in my review video too, which is that like Google said it would run for 24 hours, like the runtime is 24 hours, but that has to be with a lot of caveats. It does not. Sam is shaking his head vigorously. It does not last 24 hours by any means, because I think to last 24 hours you have to turn off the always on display. You cannot be tracking anything at all every day at all. Just don't track a thing. Do not get any notifications probably, right? Because just
don't use LTE.
Yeah. So to be fair, I didn't use LTE. I didn't even set up a cellular, and I was getting like maybe 12 hours of juice. That runtime is with always on display, with like, I usually do about 3 workouts a day, 2 of which are outdoor walks. So not really a real workout, but like GPS is sort of running, right? And then step tracking is happening in the background all the time. The heart rate sampling, I feel like, is one of the reasons their battery life suffers so much. They're sampling heart rate at once every second, which is more frequent than the competitors. Fine, I get that, and I actually like that, but not at the trade-off of like battery life. Google also said that they did like have a dedicated coprocessor that's lower power for the features like always on display and heart rate sampling and that sort of stuff that would normally drain your battery life, but it doesn't seem to be doing all that much. The other thing is what Sam was alluding to, sleep tracking overnight. Your Google said you need to make sure your watch is at least 30% charged to track your sleep, right?
Be sure to charge your watch before bed, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But in Sam's experience, if you only have 30%, but first of all, 30% is a lot for a watch that doesn't last all day to have at the end of the day. When I got home yesterday, I was like 17%. I was like, well, there's no way I'm wearing this to bed now, but never mind. Sam was rightly saying that like he had like you had what, like close to 30%, and then when you woke up was
it was like between like the 27%.
Yeah. So you were close to 30%. So I guess you didn't have at least 30%, but I did. And when I wake up, the like, yes, I get my sleep reports or whatever, but you do definitely need to charge your watch before bed and even after you wake up, because it is using that battery when you when it's tracking your sleep.
That's what makes me mad is like now you're babysitting the phone because you're watch. Like, I don't want one more thing that I have to think about charging all the time. And it's like,
yeah.
So, and I've been thinking about this more. It's like there needs to be like 2 ways that smartwatch charging works. You either charge it every day at the same time, or you have a watch that lasts multiple days, and you don't have to worry about it like as a regular thing. You just charge it when it's low.
I know how Google's going to fix this, guys. They're going to give you a charging thing that you can wear in bed and just have a nice cable.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And as you roll around at night, it gets tangled around and make it over your neck or something. But you know what? There's oxygen sensors, so the Pixel Watch will alert you if it's still has battery life, if you're getting choked.
Freaking troll! You troll! I can't even with you right now, Dev.
I Googled this problem. Like I Google solved it.
And so. Yeah. And so the other thing that like really makes me annoying is that okay, like say like you have to have 30% charge before you go to bed, or else the watch before you wake up. Okay, that's bad. But the thing is that like last night I was at like 17% charge left, and I'm like, okay, now I'm in a position where I have to charge the watch before I go to bed. But the other issue is that charging takes so long. Yep. It takes, I think it's 90 minutes to go from
it's 80.
80 minutes to go from dead to full.
Yeah.
And it's like, so now I have to time when I put the watch on the charger to like make sure that it's charged before I go to sleep. And it's just like, I'm just managing too much stuff. And it's like, I don't want, and so what I ended up doing is I just put it on the charger and I left it on the charger all night and I didn't get sleep data.
I do love the idea from AXBX in the chat of a wireless charging bed. Where that'll keep it charged. Like
that'll charge me overnight.
Slowly being microwaved overnight just to keep our smartwatches.
Our live stream producer Julio has a great, even better idea. Actually, he's like, just get 2 watches. Obviously, day watch and night watch.
Honestly, that is a thing. I remember reading about people doing like tech executives would have 2 phones or something. Would have their office phone and then their like outside phone. You know?
On the side piece phone and the
Inside watch, outside watch.
Yes.
Look, I want to point out also that the thing about the charging speed is I didn't feel like it was that slow for the first maybe like 30%, right? Because Sam and I actually met up over the weekend during the review window, and we were at the player and I had to go to the gym, and I was like, oh crap, my watch is at 3%. So I left Sam and his wife and his son, and I ran to my gym to plug in the watch, left it there, ran out to hang out with them again, and 15 minutes later went to class, right? In that 15 to like 18 minutes, it got from 3% to like 36%. So I was
okay, but the issue is that did you just explain your sequence of events? We were like, I was at the playground with my family, and then you came and stopped by, and we were chatting, and he's like, oh, I have to leave in the middle of the conversation to go to the gym to put the watch on the charger, and then you came back, and then you left again 15 minutes later. It's like, that's an insane sequence of events.
So seamless, guys.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I hadn't had to like leave in the middle. But anyway, our deeper thoughts on the Pixel Watch, Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro are all on Engadget.com. Go check them out. And if you have any questions about these products, because I have feels and thoughts, you can always hit us up, podcast@Engadget.com. But yeah, I mean, look, I think we're nearing the end of review season. I'm very excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, anyway.
Says you, yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yep.
I'm not gonna partake in any of the Microsoft stuff.
We may have some Apple stuff we're hearing about eventually.
Yes, yeah. Rumors.
Yeah, iPad time is going to happen eventually, so who knows?
Well, stay tuned for that. All right, let's do a break. Let's do Q&A, RQ, and then get through the rest.
The wood chipper right before this happened.
That's fine. I saw a bunch of questions during, by the way, which is nice. Which people are all like very concerned about me and my allegiances, Apple, Pixel, or what. And I just got to tell you, I'm gonna be both. Like, look, I don't think anyone's gonna ever get me away from Android. I don't think that's possible. So the question is, do I main the iPhone 14 Pro with a Pixel 7 Pro or with a Flip 4? That I need thoughts on.
For a lot.
Really
I did
low,
like
Ben.
it a lot. Yeah, and you're very low, Ben. But it's okay. Let's go back up. We had a lot of questions about Surface. Although Mark Dell did say someone let Devindra sleep. Yes.
Sometime. I have more meetings after this and a lot of copy I need to write, but eventually I will rest. Yeah.
I know that there was Waze M was very was unsure why we weren't answering them in real time, and Mark rightly explained that we were then recording a segment, and now we're talking to the chat, and the chat is full of fun people. I see very familiar names like Kenta Kawaguchi, Buddy305 Love, Knowledge, Jonathan Anderson, Jose Sepulveda. It's not a familiar name, but thanks for joining us.
Is it Twitch? I wonder if it's Twitch chat that has like made people think like the streamers always has to acknowledge you too, like something's happening. Something is happening.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a boss right now. It's called recording a podcast.
Ruin Dig is here, Cedric Villani. I see a lot of names from the Microsoft chat showing up here today, which is nice, from the chat from yesterday. So thank you for joining us today.
Says, hey. Also,
hey to Jonathan Anderson.
Yeah, am I coming in too?
You are very low. We were trying to tell you. Yeah.
Maybe it's your Zoom input is alone.
It could be that.
I saw one question from Michael Coley. He asked, does the Pixel 7 Pro have a variable refresh rate screen, or is it locked at 120 hertz all the time? It is adaptive, so it can change from 120 to 60, but it's not quite the same range as like the Galaxy S series, which is
1 to...
Yeah, which is like well, depending on the specific phone, it's like either 10 hertz all the way up to 120. So it stops. There's like breakpoints at like 90 hertz, 60 hertz, 30, and I think there's a couple more in between. So it is adaptive, but not quite as adaptive as like Samsung stuff.
That's a shame. Adaptive is good though. Like we've talked about, like how important these high refresh rates are. But if you're just staring at a single screen or an image, you don't want your phone to be killing battery just for that.
Right. You don't need 120 hertz when you're looking at Instagram. The picture's not moving.
Yeah. Vinny asked, how was the experience with the Surface as a tablet? You two had hands-on time too, right? Like I just didn't, we didn't get into it, but I wanted to see.
I mean, it's everything. Nothing is new. Nothing is new.
The chassis is almost identical as far as I can tell.
There was a question from, I think, Sir Holmes was kind of making an observation. People use Windows outside of work? What? Vomit emoji. I like Windows. Don't even.
My desktop is Windows. I mean, if you want to build your own desktop, it's either Windows or Linux, because you're not building your own Mac laptop. I mean, your own Mac desktop.
I mean, having just rebuilt the computer to test a whole bunch of stuff, it's fun. It's frustrating, but it is really good to know how all the components work and how this market is changing. So do it, folks. If you like this hardware and you have the time, it's well worth doing. It's so much easier than it used to be.
Yes. I'm going through more of the questions from the past. Ben, did you have anything, by the way? Okay, you are still low, yeah. So it's okay.
I'm just gonna quit trying to talk then.
Yeah, just drop anything you want to flag into our chat, and we can do that. So CF542 had a good question. Where does this leave Google Fit? I think Google Fit is dead. I think Google Fit exists on your phone now as just a way to draw in your. But I feel like one day we're gonna see Google Fit is in the graveyard, the Google graveyard, or maybe they rename Fitbit into Google Fit. That would be an unlikely future, but it, happens. And then everyone else
do news at some point, because we're
going to go right into it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go to the rest of the show, but stick around. We'll be able to answer more questions in a little bit. And sorry about not having that much time today. Okay. Ready, everybody? So that wasn't the only big news that happened this week. As I mentioned earlier, we had a Facebook/Meta event, and in addition to a bunch of Meta-related news, like Metaverse-related news, we also are getting a new headset. And Sam, you saw this in person, right? Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so about a week and a half ago, I got a chance to go to the Facebook building in New York City, Meta building in New York City, and got to try out the Quest Pro. And this headset is I'm almost embarrassed how much I like it, because it's there's so much cringy aspects about the metaverse, but the hardware is incredible. Ooh. It's the perfect blend of the Quest 2 was such a good VR headset because it was cheap, it was easy to use, it was lightweight, it was comfortable, and then the Quest Pro just adds everything to that. But then the performance is so much better, and they've increased the resolution, and it kind of sits on your head like a visor, so it's not huge and clunky, and it's a standalone thing, so you don't need to have a big beefy gaming PC and a wire running from the headset to the PC just to use it.
Yeah, it looks more like a Magic Leap now than a headset.
Yeah.
Describe the way it looks, by the way.
Yeah, and so so one of the big things is that you're using new pancake optics, so it kind of uses that the light reflects back in on itself. So they were able to make the front of the headset 40% thinner compared to the Quest 2. So it's much more lightweight. And so there's a big, visor with reflective plastic in the front, and a headband that goes around back. And there's just a really lot of innovative design on there, because they wanted to make it comfortable, but it's a standalone system, so they had to put a battery in the thing, and it needs more power than the Quest 2. So what they did is they added a curved battery to the back of the headband, so it wraps around your head, and you don't have this big chunky battery pack sitting on your head. And then on top of that, there's built-in speakers, and they support spatial surround sound, and it's just really lightweight. And just you put it on, there's a little dial in back to adjust the fit, and then you can move the eye cups around to change IPD, and it's really easy to use. And it was kind of funny, because I would put it on, and some of the Facebook or Meta product managers would be like, oh, you they were saying, oh, you just got it right away, and it's you can be up and running in 2-3 seconds. It's that easy. And then there are also some thoughtful accessories, because there's little light blockers that attach magnetically onto the side of the thing. So if you don't want people peeking in on you, or you don't want to block out more light so you get a really immersive experience, you can do that too. And it comes with a wireless charging dock that charges both the headset and the controllers. And then on top of that, the controllers are new. And so instead of having that big loop with LEDs around the outside of the controller, there are sensors built into the controller, so it does hand tracking and finger tracking. And then there's 10 sensors on the headset itself. So you get a full color pass through, which is really kind of surprisingly good. And then there's sensors on the inside that look at your face. So it supports stuff like foveated rendering, so you're not wasting processing power generating visuals on the stuff that you're in the sides of your vision.
That's full on eye tracking, right? So that's
and so that's using eye tracking to do foveated rendering, and it also does eye tracking to see your eye movements and facial tracking. So it if you lift your eyebrow or if you make a face, it does that, and so that kind of transfers into Meta's avatars.
Oh, I mean, speaking of the Meta's avatars, there's more to get into there, I am sure. But I just want to point out that you said pancakes, and now I'm hungry. But anyway,
yeah. Every time we talk about pancake lenses, sorry.
Yeah,
I know. But no, Sam, you checked these out in person, right? Like, were you able to experience visually like what this looks like?
Yeah, and so we did 8 different demos, and the optics are surprisingly sharp. The screen door effect is almost completely eliminated. If you have good vision, you will see like a little faint outline, but given that it's a standalone headset, I really don't have a ton of complaints about it. Refresh rate goes up to 90 hertz, and it's just like it's a really easy experience. Now, I've never been someone who like gets like VR induced nausea, so like I'm probably not the best person to ask in terms of like, does your stomach feel okay? I felt fine the whole time. It was just like very easy to use. And I was also really surprised by like the precision of it. So part of the job of those external cameras is that there's something that Meta is calling scene understanding. So when you put it on, the headset scans your room and it knows where the walls are, it knows where door openings are, it knows where the ground is. And so you don't need lighthouses like you do with a Valve Index. Right. But on top of that, it's like if you're doing something like VR painting and you get done painting your thing, like when I was there, I did like a little Bob Ross painting. You can take the painting with the controller and just pin it to a wall, and it pins exactly where the wall is, so that if like, hey, someone else is like wearing a headset and they walk in the room, they'll see that painting on the wall in their headset too.
There's a camera right on the controller, which is just like, yeah.
Yep. And then like for other stuff, like there's another app where I was taking GIFs from Giphy and just pinning them all around virtual space. And it's like, so you walk into a room, it's like I had Mario's dancing on the ceiling, and then there's Yoshi's running around on the ground. It's like, it's just kind of, it's really impressive how well Facebook has integrated that stuff, especially coming from the Quest 2, which is like a pretty low power machine versus like really expensive heavy headsets.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to testing this, Sam. Like, I'm jealous you got all this great hands-on experience. Hopefully they can just send us like multiple.
I think they can.
Yeah, they better, because I think. Yeah. And the other thing is like you need multiple people to test this out, because obviously part of the other like selling point, and this is like a big selling point that's going to be hard to convince people to do, is that like they want people to work in VR now. So they have Horizon Workrooms, which is like their kind of virtual office setup. And I was like kind of shocked, because like my first demo was like them teaching me how to use the headset and stuff like that. And it's like they had Meta product managers talking. It's like, and I could see him, like he was raising his eyebrows. I could see like when he would like get like excited about something because his eyebrows were raised. I could see him smiling, and like, instead of like, he was like, oh, do you understand this? And I would just go, I would nod, and I didn't have to say verbally yes, because your reactions come through. And it's like, it takes a lot of like for anyone who's used like old VR headsets, there's a lot of like mental translation you need to do to like figure out how to communicate what you do normally in real life into VR, because the headset was not capturing that data. But now the Quest Pro is really doing that in a way that's like, oh, I feel a lot more like I'm talking to someone. And then, if you want to have a shared virtual office, you can have like people sitting around the desk, and it's like, Cherlynn, I don't know how much of a VR person you are, but I know you're like the number one person. Like you love like at trade shows, you like getting in a room with like a whole bunch of people, and like everyone's working on their stories, and like you're sharing, like it's kind of like you're in the trenches together, right? And it's like, but with now people working remotely, you don't have that kind of thing. But it's like, I was like kind of like weirdly enthusiastic about like using a virtual office space to like, have a workroom situation that, even though we're not in the same physical space, you can kind of do that. Yeah.
During the pandemic, I almost made like Chris Velasco and like Sam and our other friend Julian just do a hangout call where I could leave it on in the background and we could work together. Like
yeah.
So yes.
I mean, that I know people who do that just for like they're drivers, right? And they drive all day. They will leave a FaceTime call on with their best friends or their partners or something.
Right.
Just have that connection all day.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need VR for that. Is the
Yeah, and I think I definitely think there's like that's the hard selling point is that you don't necessarily need VR for that. But part of the thing about Horizon Workrooms is like they're trying to do it so that, and it was an intentional design to leave part of your peripheral vision open by default, so that they want people to like work in VR and like work in real life with people and not feel like it's hard to do. And that's part of where that pass-through camera comes in, and still being able to peek out the sides of the goggles. And on top of that, like, this is kind of a building on some of the previous Horizon Workroom stuff. It's like you can also connect the headset to a PC, and then you can use all your PC apps, not all of your PC, but like supported PC apps, including some like Adobe stuff, and like, Chrome and general web browsing, so that you can have you can be typing on a physical keyboard and it shows up in the goggles, but you still have that physical keyboard. You're not just touching some piece of the desk, and you can use your mouse. And it's the way that they're blending the virtual space and real space is really interesting. And then they also have like the ability to do cutouts, so you can see like your whole virtual office, and then you have a window in your virtual office into real life, so that you can see people walking by, or you can see the keyboard in front of you if you need to do that.
That's super. I mean, so I tested out a whole bunch of the Workroom stuff like last year, I think, and it was pretty basic on the Quest 2. Like at one point, I think I told you guys the story, but Mark Zuckerberg was like sitting right next to me, and then it is very weird to have that experience of like, oh yeah, he's just right there, because the audio proximity and everything made it feel very, very similar. Yeah. But then I was watching the like recorded video of the meeting, and my avatar was just doing like crazy hands, like just doing like dancing.
And that's the thing, is like the Quest 2 didn't have the hardware to deliver the experience that would make people want to work in VR. And so like a lot of people's like sees like, oh, the avatars look janky, motions look janky, and it's just like it was like not a great experience.
Yeah.
And so like, when I talked to one of the product leads at Meta, they're just like, they really strongly believe that the Quest Pro is like, it's like if you build it, they will come. They needed to make this headset in order to work with the software in a way that doesn't feel completely janky.
Yeah, but it's like more like, what if you build it and they don't come?
Right, well, and that's the other big question is like, even as good as the hardware is, it's still a big gamble to be like, is this what's going to make people want to work and live in VR? And I can't answer that question.
I don't know if people really want to do that. Is the thing. Like, yeah, go ahead.
One big part of whether or not people will buy into this is exactly that, the pricing, right? This is $1,500. How much more is that compared to the Quest 2?
The Quest 2 starts at $400, I believe.
They just raised the price. So
they recently raised the price.
Yeah.
And so it was funny because I was like, during the Meta Connect live stream, I was watching it, and I was like watching the chat be like, please make the price good. Please make the price good. It's like people were guessing like $700, $800. And then at the end, when they said $1,500, everyone was just like, oh.
Guys, we're buying phones now that cost $1,500 up to $2,000. So if you want the groundbreaking VR tech, you want it to be light, you want to have good battery life, pay up. You unfortunately got to pay up. My thing is, I think Meta will figure out the hardware, because the Oculus folks were always good with headset hardware. It's more like, what is this for, right? I don't believe in the metaverse they're pitching.
So I mean, kind of speaking about of that, I was about to like sort of segue into this when Sam was talking about the whole like they want you to share a workspace thing. But at Meta Connect 2, Meta did announce things like it's integrating Zoom and Microsoft Teams into the VR workspace, which I don't know how that necessarily will work, but okay.
People don't want to work wearing a headset like that. That's a fundamental thing. Like it sucks.
I kind of do a little bit.
I'm wearing headphones now for this podcast, and I can't wait to throw them off. Like I'm like,
annoying.
I'm done.
I mean, I could see the sort of like novelty of it, or also if like you were working remotely and the rest of your team was somewhere, it's like the only way for you guys to sit maybe virtually side by side. I did this too in the HoloLens too, and just like have a feeling of being together. Sure. We can't expect everybody to want this. This would have to be something your job buys for you and has to support for the entire
company. So let me throw out this hypothetical situation, future sci-fi situation, where how you get a new job and your company gives you a corporate laptop. But what if in the future, like they just give you a headset, because you can work in the headset, you can have virtual screens, you can have like 4 like 100-inch screens in virtual reality, and then that's your work machine. Granted, a lot of people are not going to like this, and I don't expect them to, but it's like before it was just like this was like a crazy thought, and now it's like at least the hardware is there where you can see, oh, this is possible. But at the same time, it's like there's a big kind of divergence between, oh, this is great hardware, and then people's general feelings about Facebook/Meta. And I think it's like, on some level, if this was coming from literally any other company, there would be probably a lot more positivity about this in general.
I mean,
but like,
it depends, yeah.
And like to what Devindra was saying, the metaverse as Zuckerberg and Meta, the company, has kind of described it, has been somewhat off-putting, especially like some of the early Avatar stuff that just like were kind of scary and just weird uncanny valley nonsense.
Well, speaking of Avatar stuff, they also announced that avatars are getting important feature, legs. Dun, 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 dun. What?
Yay.
What?
Yay.
Okay. I mean, looks. I suspect that like every time I watch a trailer about some of this Meta Connect news, I see what looks like Zuckerberg in like doing some sort of like keynote speech, and I wonder if it's his avatar. I wonder if like maybe that's why he's got this huge push into the metaverse, because that's where he feels most at ease.
He himself is a simulation.
He himself feels most comfortable.
I mean, it's
in
like
VR.
a lot of computer geeks. You're most comfortable in front of the monitor. But I also like, this is what I keep trying to get back to, is like we see how desperate they are. And I feel like everybody is turned off by that desperation. It's like somebody who wants to try too hard to be your friend, you know, even though they may be very well meaning. It's like, bruh, just ease it off a little. Maybe don't rename your whole company after this ideal that may not ever actually happen. Because I do think, hey, I've reviewed all the VR headsets. They're all right behind me. I want a lot of this to succeed. I don't want to live in VR. I don't want to like only exist there. Yeah. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of the way we interact with technology, right?
It's a lack of human understanding, which seems very on point for a Zuckerberg-led company.
Yep.
So, you know, update, the avatars are getting legs, so they really know what the people want, and they're going for it.
I mean, the whole floating torsos thing was never going to work. They had to do this, and I'm actually sort of surprised that they had announced it before like stuff like this, because that's part of like, you're showing something to people that's very incomplete, and you're just you're kind of giving a bad impression. Whereas like people see like the avatars look better, the fidelity is much better, and now they just feel like less alien because of the legs thing. It's a small thing that like, you know, you still can't control your legs because you're in VR, but like at the same time, it's like you needed that to feel more normal.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of news out of the Meta Connect, and for all of the details, like I said, you can check out Engadget.com. We had a lot of people doing breakouts and coverage. Go check it out.
I gotta run soon, Cherlynn. Can I just do the 4090 segment, and then you guys can do other news?
Go for it now.
Yeah.
And do you want to do your pick as well?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Let's do working on. Just real quick, something I've been working on. Go check out my review of the NVIDIA RTX 4090, which is the friggin' biggest video card I've ever seen. It is huge. This thing weighs 5 pounds. It takes up 3 PCIe slots. It is it's a tank. It's pretty much as big as the Xbox Series X. Honestly, it's like comparable to the PlayStation 5. Like it's approaching that size. It is a big boy. I had to install a whole new power supply to test this, and also some new CPUs. So I have a 1,000 watt power supply because of this. It required 4 little power cables. I don't know if you've noticed, like, if you've had to plug in a video card recently, you need to have extra power in straight from your power supply. This needs 4 of those cables. Jesus. It's just a monstrosity.
Okay, but the big question is, was all of that worth it?
Yes.
Oh,
it's so fast. It is ridiculously fast. I mean, the benchmarks are great. It's you could do 4K at 120 FPS with ray tracing, with DLSS. That's their like AI way to upscale all this stuff. The dreams of like whatever you want. Turn on all the graphical stuff. They do come true with this video card. Do you need it? Is the question. And I don't. Yeah, honestly, for most gamers, I think you will be like, man, that's a really nice Ferrari. I couldn't live with that in my life. Like I don't have space in my driveway. I can't live on like 10 miles per gallon, I need to fit my family. Realistically, I don't think this is a good GPU for a lot of people unless you're like a super pro gamer or you're a content creator, because you could probably do a lot of good rendering work with this card. But we're going to see the 4080s, which start, I believe, at $899. The 4070s are going to happen eventually. This generation looks like it's going to be very, very powerful. So my recommendation is to maybe wait to see how those cards kind of pan out. Also, you'll probably want a Steam Deck or something, and those things you can just buy now. There's no more queue for the Steam Deck. I just picked up one, and I have not had much time to play with it. But man, just the like, I turned on a thing, and there's Steam, and I hit No Man's Sky, and 5 minutes later, I'm playing No Man's Sky.
5 minutes?
Yeah, well, I have fast internet. But yeah, I can download games really, really fast. I have gigabit internet over here.
Downloading.
But yeah,
Okay.
it downloaded, installed, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm playing this thing. It's big, it's unwieldy, but I do feel like for a lot of people, PC gaming will be better if you could maneuver around the house, make it more portable. Maybe not always with you when you're going for a walk, but just being able to take it away from my computer, I think, is a big thing. So yeah, I like the 4090, but wait for your next purchase. This is not the GPU everybody should buy.
Well, the rest of the stuff me and Sam are working on is just struggling not to die. I do want to shout out that tomorrow is Sam Rutherford's.
Can I do Athena just real quick? I have 5 minutes.
I was just trying to lead us into it right now.
Go.
I do want to shout out that tomorrow is Sam Rutherford's birthday, so everybody send him your birthday wishes, and he'll be taking the day off, rightfully so. All right, let's move on to what we can do to enjoy ourselves and relax. Devindra, what is your pick?
Real quick, I want to shout out the movie Athena, which is on Netflix right now. It's directed by the French director Romain Gavras. It's about basically a full-on riot that happens at a housing project, the Athena housing projects in France. And it is a visual tour de force. And I think everybody should watch this movie. It starts off with basically a group of rioters, I call them. Like, they're people who are fighting against the police, but they're also people who are, fighting for the freedom of their neighborhood. They want to. There was a video that showed that police had killed a young child, and it's kind of the community responding to that. And this movie opens up with a tour de force takedown of a police station, and just like the level of filmmaking here is powerful, but also the messages it's sending and showing off, like, just how, especially struggling communities have to fight to be heard in a lot of Western societies, I think is really, really powerful. I think it's worth watching. It is an incredible film. It's a powerful film, and you can watch right now on Netflix. Super easy. So check it out. It's in French, but the most compelling parts are it's just pure visual filmmaking. So as an action movie, I say go for it. Check it out.
Awesome. Thanks, Dev. All right, Ben, can you just mark this, and then we'll pick up the rest of the... Okay, and then Dev, can you do one last thing?
Yep.
The outro part. You can find Dev online at... Okay? Ready?
Sure. You can find me...
No. I'll say you can find Q in here. You can find Devindra online at
Devindra on Twitter, and at the Filmcast podcast at thefilmcast.com.
All right, I think we're good with all your parts now.
Right. I'll send you my audio, Ben. Thanks, folks. Have fun.
All right, thanks, Dev. All right, everyone else, we're going to continue, me and Sam. Thanks, Dev. All right, we got 2 Sams right now. Very nice. Very nice. We're going to go back to, I think, picks, Ben, if that's easier for you. We'll finish off picks and the outro, and then we'll go back to other news. Okay, and then that's also for everyone else that's watching. We had to do this episode a little bit out of order because we were running short on time, and Devindra had to go. All right, so continuing with our picks. So Sam, I think you know what my pick is going to be because I've been just talking about it nonstop. Can you guess? Oh, I see your face. You're frowning. Your face palming.
I made the mistake of looking at the show notes.
Oh.
Did you see? I wrote a little comment for you.
I didn't see. Where's
I think it might have gotten cleaned up.
What was your comment? So let's start with my pick. My pick is, unfortunately, I hate to admit this, my pick this week is the Try Guys. It is the Try Guys content, and I hate that this is how I've come to learn of the Try Guys is
Right,
the whole
right. I've been making fun of Cherlynn all week because
2
all
weeks,
up until
2 weeks. It's been
sorry,
2
the 2 weeks, all up until like before the big Try Guy scandal broke, Cherlynn had been like completely oblivious.
Yeah.
And then because of the scandal, Cherlynn's been going back and watching old content and is like, oh, I love this bit. Or it's like, I want to. Can I be a Try Guy? And I was like, where have you been?
Sam and so we have a group chat where Sam, Chris Velasco, and Julian Chokatsu from Wired have been like, they were starting to freak out about everything that was happening as it was happening. So like maybe 3 weeks ago, like one of them was like, did you hear that Ned Fulmer from Try Guys might have been like caught, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then they started sharing all these like little updates and I was blissfully out of it. I was like not giving a crap. I was like, I don't care. Who are the Try Guys? What is going on? And they tried to explain it to me and I still didn't pick up until like, I think Chris V dropped like an actual full, like, here's what's happened sort of tweet thread link. And I went and read up and I was like, all right. Then I think I ended up watching one video. I went and watched one video and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, they're very watchable. Oh, they're very likable people. Other than Ned, like
She's like, oh, this channel with like 8 million subscribers. Oh, there must be something about them that people like.
This is true. And ever since then, I've nonstop been asking Sam, V, and Julian to be like, let's be the Try Guys. Let's do our version. Try Guys, but more diverse. Try Guys and a gal. Try Guys and a Try Girl. But the reason I like the content and why I'm recommending it and why I've been kind of obsessively watching all of it is it's such good, like, wholesome stuff, right? Setting aside the controversy, and if you can ignore the fact that this one person whose whole brand image was that he's this family-oriented guy who loves his wife and then went on to cheat on the wife with a coworker, a subordinate, whatever. If you can set all of that drama aside, a lot of this content is not only like wholesome and warm, it's also like I like that they tackle difficult issues for women from a male perspective sometimes. So like
or even dudes issues. There's a old episode about like one of the Try Guys got like hair plugs. And it's just like that's something that like has been something that people kind of shy away from talking about.
Yes, all kinds of stuff. Like they do things like they shed a light on things that society tends to be very critical on, things like pole dancing or whatever. And they're even just like ballet dancers where they all try ballet for the first time and they're like, oh my gosh, this is more physically exhausting or taxing than I imagined it would be. They did also like try on women's underwear. They try on brides' dresses or whatever. And there's this one of them, his name is Keith, and I mean, like I need to introduce y'all. He's his constant thing with these like try on women's clothes things is like, why are sizing things so difficult? Why are they so inconsistent? Why isn't there anything in my size? Like these are questions women have had, but like no one realizes, no one at least that's not a woman or identifies as a woman who's going shopping for these things have really realized, even though we've written about it a lot. So like watching them tackle these from like a different perspective and do it in the past non-toxic way. I think their whole brand was non-toxic and wholesome. It's nice, right? It's nice to see. And so I just had it on over and over. They also do a lot of food shows, and I think that was their like main brand thing for a while, was like Try Guys without a recipe. They make things without recipes, and that's a very Sam thing to do. Sam doesn't do things without a recipe, but Sam gets
I love a good recipe, but I think in some ways the pinnacle of cooking is like having a recipe so ingrained in you that you can riff on it like and make adjustments as you need to, or like, you know, for guests, like, you know, I don't like onions or something like that, and it's like
right.
It's like it's like cooking nirvana when you don't always need to be looking at like step-by-step instructions.
Yeah, I love when like, so Sam also like sometimes when Sam and his wife host these events, they have like very fun things for us guests to do. For example, they did like a make your own sushi roll, or like make your own dumplings, and like they'll provide the fillings and all you have to do is assemble the stuff. But Sam always likes to do creative ideas for fillings, right? I love your like hamburger, your cheeseburger.
I mean I'm always doing like Asian fusion like recipes, so it's like a hamburger dumpling, or like can't remember, like.
Remember your keto sushi that I loved? I can't even remember what that was.
Oh yeah, it was a hamburger sushi, but like also with a little spam in there, and yeah.
Right, with just seaweed only as the wrap, so no rice, just hamburger, mincemeat stuff. You did like, you have your traditional like Taiwanese chives thing as a filling too. Then you have like mapo tofu one time as like one of your fillings.
That was an experimental one, yeah.
That was pretty experimental. Your wife tends to do like mushroomy veggie
Mm-hmm.
type stuff, so it's all good. Anyway, try guys. Don't watch it hungry. But there you go. Sam, what are you recommending this week?
So the show I'm recommending is an anime. It's called Chainsaw Man. It just so the fall anime season just started, and there's only one episode out right now. But I watched it last night, and it's awesome. It's definitely a little bit gory, but it's like, and
love the
the show is the name of the title. Okay, it's a guy with chainsaws on his arms, and so. But like it's also weirdly wholesome in a way. The animation is excellent. It's like really crisp, and so it's kind of like the premise of the story is like this guy has been like down on his luck, and he got saddled with a big debt from his dad, and you know there are what they call devils in this world, and so there's devil hunters, and he's a devil hunter, and so he has a little really cute pet chainsaw dog, and they go around killing devils. And that, I don't want to ruin the plot, but that's kind of the premise of the story. But in like just the way they do it, it's just really intense. And they the way they do the action, it's like it's one of the best like action animes I've seen. It's like up there with One Punch Man and like Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that. And so if you like anime and you like just a really good action anime with a little bit of gore, I can't recommend Chainsaw Man enough. It's been one of the most like long-awaited like manga adaptations, and so far, at least one episode in, it's living up to expectations.
I need to point out that based on the artwork that we're showing on the live stream right now, it looks like this dog is like it looks like a pair of butt cheeks with
No,
a
he's a cute.
chainsaw
Okay,
in the
how
crack. In
dare
the
you?
crack!
How dare you? The dog's name is Pachito, and he has a little chainsaw on his head, and he's the most cute, wholesome thing. I will not have you make fun of the dog because the dog is awesome.
Fun of the dog. I'm just pointing out that it looks like it's cute. You know,
You said it looks like a butt. Okay, no, you can't take that back.
Butts are cute. Butts are cute. Who's his
Fair.
butts are cute?
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
See, there you go. Cute little butt with a chainsaw in the crack. You know, that's the dog. But I will give this a shot because demons and chainsaws are things that I like. Okay, so I'm gonna do the outro, Ben. Okay, but for those watching on the stream, this is not the end.
Why don't you do other news and then
I can do other news. Okay, let's do other news. All right. So, as if there wasn't enough going on this week, Samsung was all like, "Oh yeah, no, Microsoft Day is a very good day to do our Samsung Developer Conference." So, there was a Samsung Developer Conference exactly on Microsoft Day. I think it started at 1 p.m.
And it's still going on. I think there's a day 2 today as well.
Absolutely. So there's still more news to look out for on today, Thursday, when we're recording this podcast. Sam, I saw you wrote up the news about Samsung and Google teaming up on smart home ecosystem stuff.
Yep.
You want to tell us what Samsung announced?
Yeah, and so this is kind of building off Matter, which is like the new like universal smart home protocol that like all the big companies are supporting. And so Samsung announced an expanded partnership with Google to make onboarding and setting up smart home devices a little bit easier. And this is like a really just great quality of life improvement because right now there are a bunch of smart home devices that like only work with the Google Home app or only work with a SmartThings app. And a lot of times if you onboarded a device into one ecosystem, you could not use the other app to control it. So what Samsung and Google are partnering up to do is that if you have a device set up in Google Home, if you boot up Samsung SmartThings, you'll just get a little notification saying, "Oh, let's import all the settings," so you don't have to manually do it over again. And it works vice versa. So if you open up SmartThings and you have a whole bunch of stuff, you open up Google and you have a whole bunch of things in SmartThings, then it'll kind of just cross-populate. And that's just like this is the whole reason why people were like kind of excited for Matter, because Matter has kind of an expanded feature set. And so Matters has multi-admin support, which is what kind of enables you to be able to switch between ecosystems or switch between smart home apps without like having to redo all your settings. And it's just like no one like I'm a big smart home enthusiast, but like no one wants to like take hours to like I have to program in the settings for my lock. I have to and the more smart home gadgets you get, the more tedious it becomes. And so that is really, I think, a really positive side for anyone who likes smart home stuff.
Yeah, this sort of also ties in vaguely to like Google's announcement last week about revamping the Google Home app to make just things more easy to kind of ingest into its ecosystem. And speaking of Google, I know we're not really talking about Google right now, but earlier this week, like I said, again, like there's not been enough news. Earlier this week, there was a Next event, Google's Next, where it announced some updates to Workspace as well. Like Google Meet will be able to automatically transcribe your meetings and provide you a transcription at the end, and some other news there. We won't go into detail here, but you can, like I said, go.
That's a big upgrade for all like the interns at like the big companies whose only job was to like take down meeting notes. Google Meet's doing it for you, so maybe you can do something more productive.
And I will also say Google's transcription isn't that bad. It's pretty accurate. Better than most YouTube, better than most other auto-generated transcriptions. So sorry. And also, goodbye. Poor interns are maybe out of a job, but maybe you can channel that time into something more productive. But like we just mentioned, the Samsung Developer Conference is still ongoing, so there will be more news and I think maybe more smart home related news. Will we see a Bixby speaker? You never know. But stay tuned to Engadget.com for the actual news coming out of that show. Now, speaking of Google, again, like I said, it's like, I'm sorry, but I have been very pissed at Google this week.
The amount of piling up in the last week and a half has just been outrageous.
In the last month, like first we had that Search On event where it was like maps and whatever as we were preparing for the Pixel event, and then we got the Pixel event, and then we had the Pixel reviews, and then this week it was the Workspace event, and they announced this week they're making Chromebooks that are built for cloud gaming. So resident Chrome OS nerd Nathan Ingram, deputy editor Nate Ingram, wrote up this piece of news. Basically, there's just 3 new laptops from Acer, and Lenovo. These are 3 new Chromebooks that are going to, they're purpose-built for cloud gaming, and they won't support just Google's own cloud gaming, which doesn't exist anymore. There's no more Stadia, RIP.
As of next year. It's still limping along for the next couple months.
Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that. I thought it was dead. But this will allow your Chromebooks to be machines for PC games and do a lot of that processing in the cloud because cloud gaming. So it's an interesting development. We don't know exactly how good these machines will be, and I think that Nate is going to prioritize getting his hands on one of these to test out for us. There's a lot of partnerships that have been announced. For example, GeForce Now, I believe, is one of them. Yeah, the devices will work with GeForce Now, Amazon's Luna, and Xbox Game Pass. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds promising. I think we've all been very burned by Google this week that we're not sure how.
Yeah, I'm not as quite as pessimistic as you because Google has sort of been building towards this for a little while because they added support for Android apps, so you can play all your Android games on Chromebooks, which is great. Yeah. And then they added support for playing games via Steam on Chrome OS, which is kind of nice. So it's like they're starting to add more pieces to the puzzle. Chrome OS is starting to be like a slightly more full-featured OS. So I like the idea in theory. My problem is that anytime I get on a Chromebook, I'll inevitably be using it and it'll be one thing I can't do, and I'm just I'm done with this. And it's I was trying to install a VPN on a Chromebook the other day, and it's just no, we don't do this. We have to figure out a completely different solution. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just go back to my normal laptop and be fine.
Yeah, I mean, to add on to what you're saying too, Google's also optimizing Chrome OS to make launching games easier. So if you just type in the name of the game that you want to play in that sort of start menu style button, you can just find the game and launch it. You don't have to go into Steam first and then find the game title and then pull it up, or you don't have to go into Xbox Game Pass and then find. You should be able to find it more easily and seamlessly. For starters, it will only work with the GeForce Now catalog and the Google Play Store apps, but it wants to add this for the other services as well. And then, all 3 laptops that were announced this week will also come with a 3-month subscription to the GeForce Now RTX 3080 tier, as well as 3 months of Amazon Luna Plus. And then the Asus laptop will come with also a free SteelSeries Rival 3 gaming mouse. So lots of benefits, it seems to entice people into buying into this idea that Chromebooks can be gaming machines. But I guess we'll have to see. So I would say stay tuned to Engadget.com. We will have the full reviews of one of these laptops, at least, from Nate very soon. Now, speaking of new laptops and stuff just going on and on and on this week, there was a second Prime Day this year, and it's happening this week.
Why are we talking about this?
Because deals. I just want to say that yesterday was the early access day for Prime Day, and then today, I think onwards is Prime Day. So head on over to Engadget.com to check out. I
think it's important that you mentioned it, but I'm also very angry at Amazon because we already have one Prime Day a year. Why do we need a second one? It's like enough. Pick a day and that you can have that day or 2 days, because Prime Day is actually like multiple days now.
Yes.
Just do your thing. Like before, it was like kind of cute because it was like Christmas in July, right? Like you get some deals on stuff in the summer, and now we have, I guess it's holiday season. We have to have another Prime Day. Yeah. It's too much.
And like Julio Riley points out, our live stream producer Julio Riley points out in our chat, he's like, he's also been getting so many notifications for this Amazon Prime Day thing. It's like, I'm done. First of all, the way it affects me and my work is that our team has had to work hard to write up all these deals posts to alert our readers and our audience to good deals happening, which is a nice service that we want to do. But then it also means that we're too taxed to do anything else on this literal week, which started with Columbus Day, making a shorter day for a lot of people in the industry. Like
I swear, there's some like skull and bones meeting in like the woods somewhere where like all the executives get to be like, yo, we're gonna make the first 2 weeks of October just like completely nuts with everything, but just these 2 weeks, because I don't know, for some reason we're gonna just like avalanche everybody with all the announcements.
And I stand corrected. It's not Columbus Day. That's outdated way of saying it. It should be Indigenous Peoples Day. My apologies. But yeah, so no, it's like I've been saying this already. Like, get together, tech companies, and sort your shit and talk to each other and Google one event, maybe two events in the month of October, and that's all.
But you have to space them out.
That's all you get. I don't even space them out. Put all your news in one event. Stop trying to do all these multiple things. You reach out to me for one more briefing, and they already have. Reach out to me for one more briefing. I swear to God, I will throw some poo at some walls.
What a great way to end.
Yes. So I think we can go from here into Devindra's working on thing, which he did queue up quite nicely. Then we go to picks, which we can start with Athena, right? And then go on to me and Sam's segment, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think all we need
So now it's outro.
Just outro.
Okay. Oh, well, that's it for the episode this week, everyone. Thank you as always for listening. And this week, thanks for putting up with us. As always, Our theme music is by game composer Dale North. Our outro music is by our very own Terrence O'Brien. This podcast is produced by Ben Elman. Devindra Snippet. You can find Sam online at
Sam Rutherford, and as always on Engadget.com.
If you want to send me tips on relaxing and calming myself down, you can hit me up on Twitter. I'm at Cherlynn though. Email us your thoughts at podcast@engadget.com. Leave us a review, please, on iTunes, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. All right, I also wanted to mention really quickly that yesterday was Julio Barrientos' debut on the Engadget YouTube channel, and because he stood in, for Nate Ingram when Nate's internet went out, and he had a wonderful...
well, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, you were totally out. So, okay, so Julio, come on in. If you can put yourself on, I want you to use... He says he's got a pick for everybody, like a culture pick. And I want him to come up and talk to us. That's Julio right there. There we go.
Hey, yeah, no, I can't turn on my camera right now, but I can show you my Spider-Man pick.
Yeah, okay,
and
cool.
I do have a pick.
Yeah, and what is it? Oh my God. Why is it? Okay, this is just a special bonus content thing for people on the YouTube right now.
It's Cherlynn getting extra spicy on Twitter.
That was wild. I saw that and I was like, wait, is this a draft that got leaked? Like, what's going on? But then I checked this morning and it's still there. So like, I know you meant to kept it. I know you meant to send it out. So I wanted to share that as my pick of the week.
Tell me more about this pick. What about this pick?
Just unhinged Cherlynn.
Yeah, it's very free. Like, you just don't care. I'm like, question mark, are you burning bridges? Like, what? Like it was that difficult, huh, this week?
It was like let's recap, right? Like we had Meta. And this is only public facing stuff. So I was pissed that Sam had to do the Meta hands-on. Then we had our Pixel reviews in the background. We had to prep for Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
We had Amazon Prime Day. We had the Meta Connect event before the Pixel reviews and the Microsoft event. And then we had Samsung Developer Conference, all happening Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep.
How? Do you know Sam and I have been running out of RAM? Like to the point where like you will tell us things and the both of us will be like blink and we forgot. Like there was one embargo that got missed and we were both like, we did it, right? And it turns out we were both operating on like ghost zombie mode where we did both do what we had to do and we clean forgot that we did it. Like we're like, oh, we did do it. And like Sam, I've spoken to your wife recently too, and she was like, he's kind of out. I was like, yes, you can't even manage your own life, and it's your birthday week, dude. What the hell? I was pretty pissed.
And I'm gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, like this is like classic Techtober. It feels like it hit a little bit harder this year, but it's like, you know, it comes with the job, right? It's like, you know, it's definitely frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we do get some excitement about like, you know, generally out trying new products and being able to talk about them. And so, I mean, it's, you got to take the lumps with the good stuff too.
Sorry, Julio, you were going to say something and then I'll add.
No, go ahead. You can add it.
To be clear, I'm not shouting out Microsoft or Amazon in these things because Microsoft already like declared this day was going to be its event thing, right? Samsung sort of more or less knows that I don't think this is a good idea anyway. It's more the like tiny little companies that are still in my inbox going like, hey, do you have time today for a chat? Why? Do your job. Look at what's going on. Stop trying to tell me to like look at your press release now. It's like, and it's not necessarily small companies too. They're maybe like small in my world, but it could be like, I'm randomly coming up with names here. This company did not do that. Like for example, like a Prudential, like some kind of insurance company, like a big name company, but like very out of my world. And they were like, do you wanna take a briefing for this new feature today? Do you have time today for a talk? I'm like, what time do I have? So anyway, yeah. Back to the chat because we should talk to the chat. We haven't really talked to the chat today. Julio, you stick around, okay?
Copy. Yeah, no, by the way, Mark, I'm going to take that Julio's tweet of the week.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a new segment. Let's do it.
I gotta find some nice juicy tweets every week, but we'll see.
No, you can do like social media content of the week because you're also on top of your TikToks.
I am, and that's a good and a bad thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Let's make this like a specific to the live stream segment. When after we do the outro, we're gonna have a Julio's tweak of the week.
We have another section called Julio steals Mark Dell's ideas of the week.
Also that. But let's go into the live chat. We got yes, Mark has been, we're so happy you're able to join us today, Mark. It's always good to have you. Ron Barbaza says, can relate to this as a fellow media in tech. Yes, thank you. Y says, new podcast pitch, Cherlynn shits on tech, profit. I mean, I'm down. Join me on Instagram Live after this. No. Jonathan Anderson is back for the closing. Hello, I feel like you need to rewind a little bit because you might have missed a little bit of tasty.
Oh, I want to mention D-Man and some other people were talking about the Bixby speaker.
Yes.
One of the really small tidbits for Samsung Developer Conference is that they are adding expanded voice control for Bixby commands into SmartThings. So there will be more richer voice experiences using Bixby. So somehow Bixby's not dead yet. This has been like your quarterly like Bixby update of what is not or what is kind of not going on with Bixby.
Yeah, they tend to use the Samsung Developer Conference as a way to update you on Bixby things. So I guess it's still alive. It's not dead yet because it's like the Samsung and Google have opposite approaches, right? Samsung will like keep something alive beyond its time, like it's still keeping it alive. Meanwhile, and Dex is another thing. But anyway, meanwhile, Google like, nah, we're good. Bye. Off. Die. So anyway. We got a lot of people talking about the butt crack dog, the crack saw massacre.
Cute dog. Be nice to the dog.
Dog is cute. We got people talking about, try Gadget. Ooh, that could be a show for us. Ooh, Turbine with the 1 and the number. Julio, you are killing it. Julio, anything you want to point out? Julio, by the way, when he was on the Microsoft stream yesterday, which, by the way, a lot of people are shouting out one of the references, which is that I have small person energy. Apparently, I'm like people on the internet think I'm short. People on the internet think I'm 5 feet tall. Y'all, I'm 5'6". Just FYI.
Marco was asking, can you use the Quest Pro as a USB-C display? Yes and no. You can't. It's not really designed for you to like plug directly into a laptop, but you can mirror screens from your laptop onto the display. And he says, does the Quest Pro load apps faster with a faster processor? Yes, the processing power is way better. They're using a new Qualcomm XR2 Plus chip, which is the first device to use this chip. And performance is just like, I think it's in the neighborhood of like just 50% higher, or it's like big performance gains.
Someone says, what about Cortana? I'm like, oh yeah, right.
You know what we should do? We should aim for everyone in the podcast to get a Quest Pro, and then we'll do the podcast in VR. And then I'll be there with a camera.
That would be so fun. It would be the most logistical nightmare, but I love that.
We can definitely pull it off. Like, I literally just capture what I'm like. It could definitely be a thing that we do.
Would it be live or pre-recorded?
It'd be live. Like, we'll do it.
It's got to be live. The most awkward VR podcast ever.
I mean, it's an idea, and I think it'd be wild if we actually do it.
Hey, Meta, I know you're listening. I know exactly who's listening right now and paying attention right now. You want to hook us up? You talk to me. Okay, cool. I know that we can definitely get multiple. Well, actually, I shouldn't be guaranteeing this. I think we can. I'm pretty sure.
I hope we can, because I think, part of the big reason with like the Quest Pro is that like they're trying to build a community in VR. Yes. So it's really nice when you have multiple people to be like, oh, we're trying this all at the same time, or like we're trying to work together in VR, because you need VR when you're just by yourself is just really lonely. It's like it's very isolating, and without other people, VR is like even sadder than like a lot of people think it is.
I feel a little bit bad because Ben is like can't talk today because like the volume is very low and he might have to restart, but he can't restart for reasons like we're recording this thing. But Julio's time to shine, y'all. It's Julio's time to shine. Also, some people, Julio, that should be your new avatar.
I know, it should be. I'm literally doing that face right now.
I love it. That's perfect. That's you.
I love how all the people talk about Cortana. Microsoft has been slowly removing Cortana from everything. She's not completely gone yet, but they've been removing support for her throughout Windows.
Interesting. I didn't know it was not in. Sorry, go ahead.
They can do as slow as they want. I removed her day one. I was like, all right, disabled.
Now, I mean, like I don't even use the feature on the laptops. It just doesn't make sense. I think it's good that Microsoft is removing it. They realize that that's not where they want to focus their energy. They realize that they don't have a good voice like assistant technology, and they don't waste resources on it. That's good. Cedric Villani had a funny quote. Cedric Villani said, "That's it. I'm porting Friendster and AIM over to my pager." Yeah, very 90s,
retro tech, always fun.
Exactly. And yeah, people are wishing you happy birthday, Sam, tomorrow. I am very excited for you. I may or may not show up at your place.
Thank you.
Randomly. So
sure.
Just FYI. And people are like, oh, do I have a new hairstyle today? Y'all, today I just came back from the gym and I was like, let's just do this. This works. So maybe you'll see me like this again someday. Yeah, I like how also Sam is very on topic and stays with the tech questions and answers, and me, I'm just over here like, Sam's birthday, my hair, butt cracks, and Julio is a butt crack machine.
It's a balance, right? Yin and yang.
Exactly. I'm clearly yang. So should we speak some Chinese? No, we're good. It's 11:57.
So people were making fun of like, is it Sam's job to make fun of Cherlynn all the time? Number one, yes. And number two, Cherlynn gives it back just as good as she takes it, because like anytime I speak Chinese, I was like, oh my God, Cherlynn runs out of the room cringing at my accent.
Sam, say something in Chinese.
No, it's too much.
So
too much pressure.
So the people know. What I'm talking.
Wow.
There you go.
He even held back. She had that laugh queued up.
I was just like, oh, you said something. He said 不要, just FYI, which means he did. I mean, that was pretty good pronunciation, Sam.
A whole two words. I can do that without Cherlynn cracking up.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. Jonathan Anderson says, we get it, Sherry, you work out. Oh, I got a new. Did I show you, Sam? I got a new temporary tat thing.
You did. Wait, did you tell the people at home about your gym challenge?
Oh, that I won the gym challenge. I think
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, I told everyone last week. You know,
Okay.
I couldn't stop. I didn't. I bragged about it every single day for like a week.
So I almost want to have like go out to like a store and get like have a trophy made, just because.
Wait, let me BRB. Julio, you take over. Julio.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So what are you doing for your birthday, if you don't mind me asking? Any personal plans?
I'm honestly like sleep. I just like catching up on sleep, like trying to like my parents are in town, mostly to visit the kid. And so I think, I might take them out and, get the kid out of daycare a little bit earlier and they can go hang out at the park or something. I'm just like after like the busiest week, I just want to just chill out. Cherlynn's got her trophy.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay! Dun, 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 dun. It's so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. Okay, AXBX says Sam speaks Chinese. 我不信. Actually, I should have asked you to read that. Damn.
You know my reading is terrible.
Yes. Anyway, okay, we are at time. It's noon, and as much as we could hang out longer because we love y'all and we love hanging out with y'all, we should wrap it up. I would ask Ben if he has the ability to do his usual roll call. Ben, what do you think?
You're
Yeah,
muted.
that's
Yeah, you're.
that's worse.
Somehow you got even
I
quieter.
can't even
Yeah.
hear you anymore.
That's straight up worse.
That's
I could
a
at
full
least hear
mute.
you before.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best job of doing what Ben usually does at this stage, which is we want to thank everyone that's tuning in right now for joining us. We enjoy your time, I guess. Oh my god, so unrehearsed for this. Okay, and also this show is brought to you by the live stream team consisting of Julio Barrientos, Luke Brooks on graphics, and everyone else in the chat. The show is powered by you. We adore you. This live stream would be nothing without any of you. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. And happy birthday to Sam.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cracksaw!